And welcome back, everybody. My name is Mr. Owings. We are working in Ozaria for JavaScript. We're on Chapter 3, Module 4, and we're working on Tempus Impetus. So, this is the last person we're asking, but wait, that's the guy who's been following you. Uh-oh. So we need to decide when to use a loop, uh, and a for loop, and when to use a while loop. That's our learning goal. So I can tell you right now, our first will be a for loop. We know exactly how many times he needs to go down and then go left. So because it's 1, 2, 3. So down, left, down, left, down, left. So let's write a for loop for that. So for, and because we know it's going to be 3, we're going to start with our variable. We're going to do var I equals 0. I use I for integer. That is pretty darned common in every language I've ever used, and most programmers I've known who use I for integer. So let's go I is less than 3, right? That's what we want to compare, and then we go I plus plus. For most languages, a lot of languages have I plus plus. I will admit they don't check documentation or syntax on whatever language you use. Plus equals 1 is pretty common, and in some of the older rudimentary languages, you can still be stuck writing I equals I plus 1, which feels very frustrating having to put all that extra work in there. So we said down and we said left. Let's close the loop and see how we did. Okay, so then after the loop, let's go down. And then it looks like we've got to cross, so we got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So var actions equals 0. This is going to be a while loop. So we don't know how many times the path is going to be blocked because we know that those behave a little weird. So while, and we said 4, right? Actions is less than 4. We'll open that if hero dot can move right. And we need to open and close the parentheses and then close the if statement parentheses. We will have him move right, right? So move right, and then actions plus 1. Actions plus plus. So we'll close that. Otherwise, we will cast time reset. So now we don't know how many times it's going to be blocked, but that should get us all the way to here. And it looks like we need to have another loop. So let's set actions back to 0. Right? I missed a semicolon up there. For those of you playing at home, yes, believe it or not, your teachers do mess up. We don't like to admit it, but we do it. Okay, so we're gonna have our hero move 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go up. So while actions is less than 4, opening our curly bracket, if, and this is going to be the same structure, hero dot can move up, right? If he can move up, what are we going to do? I made a bug. Always close those brackets. Open a curly bracket. Um, so we're going to move up and actions plus plus. Closing our curly bracket, else cast, time reset, closing our curly bracket, closing our loop. That should get us to the top there, right? Yep, because he's going to wipe. Well, he's going to have to do a lot of casting to get through that. So then to grab our hero, so if that works, if you see the line here, it shows that he's going to get all the way up to that. So let's get to the exit. So we're going to move right, down, 1, 2, 3, and then right. And we're going to have to sit through that anyway. So it looks like that's going to complete everything. If this was helpful, go ahead and give it a like. Remember that a while for loop creates your variable and your post loop action in the same section, where a while loop, you have to make your variable before you start, and you can make that, we can use our conditional here to make sure that it only does the action or adds to it when he can move. There was a situation right there, he had to cast multiple times. And that cleared it, so he's going to move up. He's done. And he grabs Salazar. All right, so that was Tempus Impetus, and we'll catch you in the next one.